Round 3.
Not in a...
Tyrande versus Jaina.
Not in other formats.
You asked for it. The moon gives you much.
Okay, so against a mage. Oh man, I fucked up my win rate. Oh well.
Job's done.
Do I open this? What is? Dude, I might have to kick him. We'll play along though for a second. He distracts me. It doesn't look like it's gonna be. Do I shadow visions? I mean, what are you shadow visioning for? The question, and you're shadow visioning for nothing, so it's no point. It's gonna be another Spy Historian to a Opinus and a pass. Pretty slow start. I mean, this deck is slow. This deck actually is worse versus the mage because I have less threats to pound him with. Oh, especially with that. Okay, we're gonna start with a powered shield. I still get to draw though, so it's not terrible. Down the face, ice barrier, and let's try not to paint our own person here. Pain the acolyte. So if he's freeze mage, it's actually very good for me. Freeze mage is a very strong matchup. Arcade. Okay. This one fight is actually really significant. I don't know if I'm placing a little too much value on it, but its damage is relevant. Okay, so it's gonna be an Alex draws a pick. It's not that good. It's okay, I mean, but if he's freeze mage, it's especially not that good. And I saw a double ice block, so.
An incredible discovery.
So played the card he got. I think I'll just operative again. Oh my, that's a good card to get from operative. That's a very good card to get. I think it's push face.
Move outside.
I don't know. Oh, that's terrible positioning, by the way. Yeah, that's dreadful positioning. It's quite bad. My decks are actually very good against Freeze Mage. We have this deck, which is quite good because we have a greater healing potion. And we have a... Oh, give me a pain. Oh. What did I paint? Oh, I painted his acolyte. Oh. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? I don't know. Could be though. It could be. Can I clear this? No, I cannot. We're gonna throw Elise into the pool, I guess. Elise are wild. Yeah, Pyro's not very useful. I mean, this isn't very useful either, but we'll keep it. They're pretty strong by him, I think. It's too bad I didn't have a pain. Anyway, it's too bad I used a pain. That's really what I should be saying. But I have both Priest of the Feast in my hand, plus a Shadow Visions, plus a Greater Healing Potion. All I really need is a Death. Death is really important here.
I bring
because of that
life
card.
and
I will Priest of the Feast into Shadow Visions and attempt to get it.
Blessed be this.
If I don't get it, it's pretty sad. Oh boy, I didn't get it. Got it now, but it's probably too late now. Oh. That's really sad. The only thing is he could... No, I'll just Blizzard it or freeze it. That Alexstrasza is going face. Oh, maybe the Alexstrasza I have is actually going to be useful. For change. If somehow that guy survives for a turn...
Excuse me, you are on
No, it's not
fire.
surviving.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
And he's putting on pressure.
One last bite.
Okay, this is going to be a... Uh, 4 damage there, fireball, fireball. It's already used a fireball.
Once
Okay.
upon a time.
Oh man. Another Alexstrasza. Something better for math? Something better for math. 2 Alexstrazzas will never be necessary. So, I'm still afraid of Archmage. I have another death in my hand.
what to do.
D, still a thought. I have to consider. I'm gonna Eater Secrets this, even though it doesn't set up lethal for me. Wait, am I actually gonna do it? Because then I don't have a secret. I don't have a spell to combo with Priest of the Feast anymore. I mean, those two are Ice Block and Ice Barrier 100% of the time. Well, not 100% of the time, but most of the
I
time.
wonder.
It's not necessary yet to do it, so I'm not gonna do it.
Blessed be this monarchy.
This hand is so clunky. It's got so much clunk in it. I can't play these two. These two are unplayable. Right? Because this game's all just about healing. Which I'm out of, by the way. Other than my actual hero power.
Speak to me.
Looks like he's a little short though on damage. Things I'm still afraid of, the Div and direct damage obviously, but
One last bite.
okay, we'll send this board away. Primordial Drake. I think it's almost a requirement to heal my own face every single turn. I really just want him to commit hard enough that the Alexstrasza is effective. I think that's committing hard enough. Yeah, that's committing hard enough. Not hitting face here is actually a benefit.
I bring life and hope.
Pass. Oh, this is getting pretty intense. It's pretty close. He still has both Frostbolts left and a Fireball. Yeah, okay. I mean, it was probably out of reach for him, but I mean, it's a little scary to be on the other side of that.
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, so it's gonna be Freeze Mage versus my really Healadin. This really should be a great matchup. I have Ragnaros, I have 2 Ivory Knights, I have 2 Tro Silvers, I have Wicker Flame, and I have a Forbidden Healing. This is like a really, really strong heal board I have. What I'm most nervous about is Antonitis going off on me without an equality.
An incredible discovery.
Like, that's the most nerve-wracking thing I have, I think.
Out of my jungle.
Huh. I mean, Abomination's definitely not going to be it. Grime Street Protector usually never gets value, but the 1/4 is equally awful, so I guess I'll just take Grime Street. Not sure if I had to coin there. I probably didn't have to coin, but it's not terrible to do it. Just another stone hill.
Out of my jungle!
Probably curator this time.
Go away!
Hi chat. What is wrong with you? I mean, it's probably just Guy. On 5, I'm not really scared about any minion he could play other than Acolyte of Paint, but I mean, I'm gonna build that Guy army. Grab something for Spike Ridged. Spike Ridged. So I have the Kodos, I have the Aldors for the Alexstrasza. I don't have anything to steal his cards with, so
Reporting
I will just
battle.
attack this. Even if it was Ice Barrier. He just pinged and passed. This is the best opportunity I'm gonna have for this.
The battle.
Wasn't really afraid of any counterspell effect or any counter. I mean, it would have been really bad if it was Spellbender, but it wasn't. It was 3 mana, so it's unlikely that that would have been an issue.
What to do?
So his hands are really, really fat. It's not. He probably just had to dump something from his hand, so he's just using it. Same as me, really. I'm just gonna dump my hand out. Using this curator here would be terrible. I would overdraw significantly.
You pay, I protect.
I don't have anything to get rid of the Doomsayer, which is really a shame. Really, why I want my hand to be opened up more, so I could play Kodo.
Excuse me, you are on
Wow,
fire.
he defallets my face. Wow, that's super surprising to me. So what's the best play here? Is the best play doing just another Spike Ridged? Yeah, it's probably just doing another Spike Ridged.
Reporting for duty.
Now I get 2 2/6s. 2 2/6s. Oh, that's hard to say. So even if he, I mean, Alexstrasza's here. I outdoor it anyway, so it's not really even a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal that he gets the Alexstrasza me that kind of thing. Again, I really want a curator.
The end is coming!
Oh man. Fuck. Maybe the better play was the Doomsayer last turn. This is a tough turn. 'Cause I have no counter next turn. I mean, this turn's not tough. This turn's just
The end
Doomsayer.
is coming!
Pass.
Reporting for duty.
But if he Archmages next turn, like I'm actually really hoping for a Alexstrasza.
I bring
Okay,
life.
cool. That's actually much better, significantly better. Now I can Ivory Knight with it. Ugh. Ugh. That's terrible.
Follow the rule.
I don't die though, even from the combo of 15-16 damage you get me at. Then I can Forbidden Healing if you invest that much into my face. It's not looking as good though as possible. He's also getting a really good Archmage Antonidas turn up.
Let the pain speak to me.
This is also the question of whether I should mulligan him. I mean, he's going for himself here. But I kind of want him to overdraw. And I also have to imply my own face, my own pressure to face here. Alright, it's taking a pretty still aggressive line. You're Tyrion. I don't think Tyrion's right here. I think some sort of healing is correct here, and I think it's going to be Ivory Knight still. We get the Dino Size for us. I'm gonna bounce. Yeah, we're gonna try a bounce here. That's perfectly fine. That's the best play, I think. My hand's obviously pretty useless on the right side. Ooh, Power Bastard Primordial Glyph. That's tough. That's a bummer. I mean, we can heal all the way back up and go all the way face again, but... See, oh, okay. I don't think it was over there yet, but he was convinced. I actually think it was far from over. Freeze Mage is favored versus Discover Mage. I do have an Eater of Secrets though. Jade Druid is heavily favored against it, and Taunt Warrior is heavily favored against it. This game probably is the best shot I have of winning if he's playing it still, because then I can still overwhelm him in the early game with Mana Worm.
Oh, it is
That's
on.
that's the card I wanted. Oh wow, both Mana Worms. And then the Eater of Secrets, I can push enough damage, and then I can pop his Block Plus doing that. Because his deck is a little slower than mine. Like it's going to falter a little bit in the early game, where I will push a lot of damage, like I'm doing now. And I think it's generally better not to wait for the Alexstrasza in this matchup, because if you're waiting for the Alexstrasza, he's probably already Archmaged, and then you lose. This deck is a little countering towards aggro. As you say, I have a Volcanic Potion. But, I don't know. It's still possible. I have like a couple useless cards in my deck, like Harrison and 2 Volcanic Potions and an Ice Barrier. Those are pretty bad, but the 1-tech card, the 2-tech cards of Counterspell and Eater of Secrets is pretty good. We're going all in here, by the way. So I can see it there for a moment, because I lagged. But yeah, no, you gotta go all in. You gotta push all this face damage. Does not matter. Oh man, this is such a slow start from him. This is way too slow for him. He plays a 1-mana Secret.
You are on fire.
So that could be a lot of things. So that's a really good top deck.
Excuse me, you are
Let's
on
see if it
fire.
counters that. Counter this. So my hand's really bad. My board is slowly declining in interest, for lack of a better word. I have to polymorph this. Okay. I mean, nothing you can do there. It's just gonna happen.
Let the pain speak to me.
So he could still come back from this. I mean, it's really unlikely, I feel like. But it's still possible. It's a ping face plus a frostbolt face. Okay, wait. So 7... Does he have a coin? Question is whether he has a coin or not. So yeah, he got 7, and on 7, my 7 turn, and I... Oh no, obviously he doesn't have a coin because I had coin. But 7 Firelance Portal his face. And then on 8 for him... So it probably doesn't matter.
What to do?
It only matters if I draw exactly Firelance
Time
Portal
runs out on me.
again. I'm gonna pass. Because I think the only way I lose this game is if he Alexstrasza's himself.
Incredible discovery.
I'm pretty sure there's no other way for me to lose. Yeah, I'm pretty confident there isn't. Fortunately, I don't win anymore now, just with a fireball.
Speak to me.
Oof. Fireball? Oh my. Okay. Well, that's a good top deck for the win. We're gonna be moving on to round 4. This guy's gonna be feeling pretty bad about himself. So that was pretty unlucky for you, my friend. Pretty unlucky.